Okay, we're live. Hi, Bev.
Hi.
Oh, there she is. Are you in your room?
No, I'm in the living room.
Oh, yeah, you're not in the kitchen, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It's the living room.
Uh,
Yeah, no, Sam's cooking in there, so I was just like,
Texas.
Oh,
I can do it here. And I have some natural light here, so it's...
that is good. Yeah, I was like, wow.
I have a rocking chair.
Yeah. So when we blow you back with facts, you can go, whoa.
Pretty much. I legit forgot that it was Thursday until 9 minutes ago. And was like, oh my gosh.
I definitely called that in my head somewhere. Hi, Maddie.
Yeah.
Hey,
How are you?
Maddie.
I'm good. I have to do my homework now that this is so last minute. So let me go pick some attractions.
I was like, wait, really? You got homework to do?
This is my homework.
No.
Hello, Madeline.
But I am starting school again soon, so
Oh, you are?
yeah.
We are live.
Disney's Disney's gonna pay for me to get my master's, so I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What is your shirt? Oh, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Awesome.
Awesome. Man, that should have been a movie. What's your master's going to be in, like communications or something?
What's wrong with your
Social media.
boy?
So, wait, you can get a master's in social media?
Yeah, it's from University of Florida, so it's all online.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. It's awesome.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah.
So,
I just saw a tweet that said that the U.S. is now the Florida of the world, and I was like, yeah.
yeah, basically.
That's accurate.
Pretty much.
Well, of course I didn't do my sound plant thing like I was supposed to. I wonder if I could just do it. Yeah, we're live. I don't know if you heard that or not, Maddie, so don't
Yeah, I expected it. You're all good.
don't scream.
Oh, I think Britt's coming.
Really? Well, I don't think she was
Yeah.
invited.
She just said, okay.
You talked me into it. It's fine.
Yeah, I've been texting with her about it all day. I was like, do it with me.
No Jer?
That's what I asked.
Yeah, he never responded, so, that's fine. Whatever. I didn't really Whoa! They want $50 for this friggin' thing? Get out of here, bro. If it was like $20, I totally would have bought that soundboard, but sorry, $50 for a key mat? No, get out of town.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know anymore.
I put on a sweatshirt because I was hot or cold, and now I'm like sweating. Excuse me while I undress.
Excuse me while I whip this off. Dude, Terrence, maybe we should talk about this later, but I read that someone's doing an animated retelling of Blazing Saddles, and I don't know how that could...
The 7-minute PC version?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I guess like fundamentally it's about a sheriff who comes to clean up a town, but like
Nah, dude,
that's
not in this climate we're in, bro. There's no way.
I know, but it's like a thing. I forget. I'll have to find it again because I don't. Yeah, where's my audio, bruh?
Britt's here.
Crazy mother uckers ucking with my
I'm so
audio.
happy.
Did she do the work too? Because I'm definitely not gonna.
Hi. I'm so happy.
I'm glad to hear we're not enough
Thank
for you,
you.
Maddie.
Yeah.
I was saying Britt and I are just like a packaged Disneyland deal, so it just kind of works.
It does. Brittany,
That's fair.
did you do the work yet, or are you like Maddie and doing it last minute?
No, I got it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't believe that at all, but hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go too.
Right in front of me.
I know. It's not like a Maddie thing. Like, literally, we probably all waited till the last minute.
Well, Maddie was just doing it like now.
Oh.
I am doing it right now.
Okay, well, I'm recording now, so let's just go ahead and start the show. And we have some Disney news we can roll on to also. And
We have a feedback.
we have one feedback. Okay. All right, so here we go.
It's time for the show that brings the magic right to your speakers. Ears up!
You know, I think I need the intro song in like a hip hop version. Terrence.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
You
we
asked
have
the
to
wrong
also have
person.
like a pause. Boom, and then let it drop like that. Working on it.
Whoa.
I think it'd be good. I mean, I'm not gonna, look, I'm not one to lie about anything, really.
He
But-
didn't say a house mix.
It's kind of the same at this point.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. Welcome, everybody. Ears up. We are live here on YouTube. I don't know why I'm telling you, because if you don't know we're live on YouTube, then you're not on YouTube, and then it's too late by the time you've heard this.
That's true.
But if you want to join us in the chat live on YouTube, you can definitely do that. But you have to sign up for either our social media pages or become a Patreon supporter. And I tend to typically, sort of, kind of, almost all the time, tell people beforehand that there's a live recording date. So
Kind of almost.
kind of, almost, sometimes,
Almost.
sort of.
If you feel like it.
Like I did it today. It's not even if I feel like it, if I remember.
Ah.
And then if I feel like it. Yeah.
Well, there you
I
go.
feel like I'm gonna need updates as to when we're recording, like day of, because I forgot today was Thursday.
I didn't know about this recording until yesterday, and I think I create the schedule. So
I legit
Yeah.
didn't know anything about the secret show until 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were emailed. I mean,
How many hours ago
what is
today?
that? Who's
who's
flying?
farting?
Was that a fart or a
Sam
bird
is
fight?
my God, Sam is choosing this moment to vacuum seal food. So
What a good moment to do that.
Yeah, you can
I
tell.
mean, in his
he's a
defense,
performer.
I was like, "Oh crap, it's Thursday. I'm recording in 10 minutes."
True.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, he's showing us his meat. That looks like a
Oh,
good
man.
steak.
Never
Eh,
said that's
decent
a
size.
chicken, and stop it.
No. God bless Sam.
God, come rescue me. Anybody?
Are you talking? I thought that was just calling out to God. God, comma,
Yes.
Yes.
come
anyone.
rescue me. We have a good show for you guys today. We're going to do the best and worst attractions in each land of the Disneyland Resort. And I just don't want to tell you how long it took to actually figure out the name of the show.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, this is maybe too many words. But I think that's what it is. It's the best and worst attraction. So it's not just rides. It's also just the stuff that you can do in each land. But I tell you, some of them are hard. Some of them
Yeah.
are hard because there's only two to choose from.
Ooh.
And some of them are hard because there's only two to choose from.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you have small children, I'm telling you, when we get to New Orleans Square, cover their ears.
It's
There
gonna
will
be
be some
tough.
swears flying. I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, that was a challenge. We are joined by Maddy and Brittany, who
Hey.
should have some insight onto how bad Terrence's picks are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that
I
insight
feel like it's
as
gonna
well.
be your picks.
First
I
of
was
all,
Wow.
jeez,
Dang.
that's I feel attacked, and I also feel that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Where did my oh man, my thing again? Once again, everybody, I don't have my proper thing open, so I have no idea what I'm about to say next, and this is probably going to get cut out. But let's be honest, I don't think I've cut anything out of the show in like 4 years.
Never.
Yeah. You can find us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Any feedback goes to Taryn at earsup-podcast.com. Show suggestions or guest suggestions, or if you're Dave Goals, email Terrence at earsup-podcast.com to be on the show. The voice of Gonzo and my new future husband. You can say hi
He's gonna start vacuum sealing again.
to Bev at earsup-podcast.com. And anything else comes to me, who cares about my email address? If you guys are interested in learning about what it takes to get to the parks these days, or if you've already made up your mind that you want to go to the parks, or even just stay at the hotels for a couple days to get away or whatever, do your booking through Concierge. You go to concierge.com. They've supported the show through the whole lockdown, through this whole expansion of the COVID thing, and I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just stay in my little bubble. But the folks at Concierge do not do that. They go out of their way to find all the information to tell you how to have a good time wherever you're going to go in the Disney parks universe, which I guess now just means Disney World, because Disneyland still doesn't even have a date to open, I don't think.
No.
So anyway, if you want to get away and hey, that'd be a good slogan. Want to get away? And then for concierge, right? I feel like it's totally unique, and I've never heard it before.
Yeah, I've never heard
Never
that.
been used before.
Yeah. So anyway, check them out. They're good people, concierge. They love you, too. They told me to tell you that they miss you. Taryn, do we have any feedback?
We do, in fact. Let's see. Okay, this is from
Taryn, I'm the only one here who's allowed to not be prepared, okay? Nobody.
Parker. This is from Parker.
Again?
Again.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
Yeah. So this was a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to save it until Terrence was on because he specifically
Oh, that's right.
wants to talk to Terrence.
He's name checked.
He name checked.
Yeah.
He wrote this on Facebook, but he got booted because they said it was against their policy and they thought it was spam. So just throwing that out there.
Okay.
All right, let's
weird.
go.
Yeah.
Hi, Terrence. I am a prince in Nigeria.
Yeah. I already gave you my social. What else do you want?
So, okay, a while back I was at Walmart and came across a movie that shocked me, The Adventures of Brer Rabbit. And then he posts the IMDb page. Because Splash Mountain is my all-time favorite ride, I bought it and watched it. I was surprised when it told the story, no filter, that Splash Mountain is based on and exactly copies Song of the South. I was even more shocked when I saw the cast included Nick Cannon and Wayne Brady.
I wouldn't be. Go on.
I don't know if anyone else has any insight on why this movie was made. I thought I remembered reading that it was made because these actors wanted to keep stories from Black American history alive. I can't find the source, though, so I might be making that up. I'm especially interested to hear what Terrence thinks about this movie, if he's seen it, because he did the report on Song of the South in a previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know what to think of it. I can totally understand why Song of the South was taken down. I'm just surprised that it was brought back in this way.
With Nick Cannon.
Oh, all right. Number one, I don't know why it was made. I know why they're in it, because they need money.
Right.
No, I have not seen that movie. I will not see that movie. And the other thing is that, remember, Song of the South is not completely cloned by Splash Mountain. They definitely sterilized a lot of it. But no, I'm not going to see it. I haven't seen it. Don't care to see it. Didn't know it existed. Shouldn't exist. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
No, haven't
right.
seen it. Shouldn't exist. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So people that are listening live, that's it for feedback, but we have two Brittany's.
Yeah, we have two Brittany's here, and I don't understand why. Like either my medication is kicking in, or
And I, as the host, I should be able to kick this one out, but because there's two of them. Oh, there we go.
There
That's too bad. The frozen
I was-
Brittany looked like she was judging us.
Dude, she had the best RBF I've ever seen. I was like, dude,
That
I'm
wasn't resting.
here
That was
for
just
it.
BS.
yeah, that's what BF means. You were my BF.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BF
It's been a
forever.
long day, y'all.
If you want to support the show, go to etsy.com/shop/covers. I think I'm maybe a couple of weeks from adding new shirts to the store.
Is this your secret design that you haven't told anybody about?
No, I haven't got that, but just because I wanted to add the Corn Tiki Room logo.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas was asking about the Halloween logo that he did, so
Oh, yeah.
just adding some shirts like that. We're supposed to be able to add them at the end of this month. We're coming up pretty fast on that. I can add embroidery now. So, do you guys think we should sell a polo embroidered with our logo?
Oh my God, yes.
I don't know.
Honestly, I would wear it.
I think
100% no.
it would probably be like, I would guess it would be like a $40 or $50 shirt.
Probably.
I'm not taking a business meeting for Ears Up anytime soon, so probably not.
It doesn't cost anything to put it up. I say do it.
Yeah, it's my time. Well,
Do
if
it.
Brittany will buy one, then that's fine.
I'll do it.
All
I'll
right.
buy one.
All right.
I wear it proudly.
You can also go to patreon.com/earsup, and that is the best way to support us. You can become a donor for as little as $2 a month if you want, or at the $5 level, you get access to the secret show, which we are recording tonight. So if you are a Patreon supporter, and remember that time when I said that I usually post in Patreon that we're going to do stuff? Well, consider this your post. We're going to do the secret show tonight. Sorry, I didn't do that. But we have some cool rewards coming your way, too. I got to shake some stuff up, like I was saying in the last Tiki Room. Kyle, our former Imagineer Kyle, friend, buddy of the show, he was giving me all the photos that I was using for the rewards for content for Patreon, right?
Okay.
His hard drive crashed.
Oh, darn.
Excuse me. Yeah, so all the photos are gone. I have 2 or 3 more that I could really do, and that's kind of it. So
Wait, hard drives, like, he doesn't have them in a cloud somewhere? Like, what's wrong with him?
I can't say for sure.
He was an Imagineer. Like, you would think
I don't know.
he would have them in a cloud.
In just
That's
one
where
cloud?
That's where people keep their stuff, is in their own cloud.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll pass that on to him for
Thank
next
you.
time. Yeah. But in the meantime, we're going to be sort of transitioning away from doing the photos as rewards and doing some more kind of, in-house content. I don't really know what that is. Maybe me doing some interviews. Hopefully I'll get everybody else that's on the shows in general engaged. Maybe some of the guys from the Supreme Resort or the Bantha Milk Pod or, that kind of stuff. So look for some new content and some shakeups coming down on patreon.com/. Before we get to the show, the 21st Amendment has been serving craft beer in the San Francisco Bay Area for 19 years. From their initial brew pub on 2nd Street, which is just 2 blocks from Giant Stadium. I don't know who wouldn't go to Giant Stadium and not go to the 21 First Amendment. In San Francisco, to the production brewery and tap room across the bay in San Leandro. I feel like I need to give Sully his money back for this read because it is very terrible. The 21st Amendment is now available in 29 states, including in and around the parks. Next time you're in San Francisco, visit their brew pub and shoot over to neighboring San Leandro to check out the new production brewery and tap room for great beers and good food. And be sure to ask for the 21st Amendment where you find good craft beer. I want to talk to him because I know we've rolled a bunch of stuff back in California, especially in the Bay Area. I think he's still doing outdoor. I don't know.
Outdoor in San Leandro only. SF Brew Pub is closed because the vendor that they had was tested positive for COVID.
Darn.
That's a big yikes, dog. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, look, the best way to socially distance and support 21st Amendment is just buy their beer at the liquor store, at the grocery store. Ask for it because they're still making beer. They're still shipping it out. So they're good people over there, too. So, thank you for supporting them. All right. Here we go. Terrence. Let's hit up the best and worst attractions from each land in the Disneyland Resort. Now, I like this because we've often done what are the top 5 overall or lowest 5 overall, which is all just going to be Maters. But this forces us to sort of like Sophie's choice, I guess.
Yes.
So anyway, let's start. Let's start the show.
All right. So, like I said in the chat, there's going to be some fights. So hold on. But we're going to knock out some of the easier ones to start with. And I'm going to go around clockwise on my screen, and we'll go in that order. So the first place we're going to start is the Pacific Wharf in DCA.
Okay.
The Pacific Wharf only has the Bakery Tour or Walt Disney Imagineering Blue Sky Cellar.
Which isn't even open anymore.
It's not open anymore.
Yeah.
It's not open anymore. So Beverly, of those two, which one is the best and which one is the worst?
The Bakery Tour is obviously the best.
No.
The carbohydrate reload station.
No.
It's
You
first of all,
say
it's the
no?
only one that exists. And
It's free bread.
it's free bread. You're working, you're walking a lot of miles, you're burning that energy you need to replace carbohydrates.
You're
and what better way
working.
to do it than with free? And also, where are you going to get anything else free at Disneyland?
Water.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Brittany, you concur?
I do. Indeed. It's free bread. It smells great.
Does
you go
smell
inside when
good.
it's raining.
Okay.
What more can you say?
Maddie, what do you think?
Yeah, bakery tour. And if you go at the correct time at closing, they'll give you the whole rest of their basket. So
Oh, snap.
What?
No, really?
Wow.
I've walked in
Wow.
and they're like, "Do you just want the rest of this?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I've had like
Oh,
tons of free
see, you
bread,
go to
so-
Carthay, and then you have that be your last stop, and then you're set.
You're good.
You're good.
Yeah, once you
Yeah.
step out of there, all the seagulls come at you.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, Taryn.
Okay, I'm really disappointed that you started with this one because it's literally the only one I couldn't answer because I've never done the bakery tour and the other one's not there anymore.
I can't believe we've been to Disneyland together and I've never taken you on the bakery tour. I've done it like 5 times.
Really? Free bread.
You're like, yeah, I know how. Let's
Get
go.
some
Let's step
bread.
it up. I know how it's. Yeah, there's the dough. Cool. Can we get to the oven yet?
All right, Jason.
Well, I pulled an audible because I too have never done the bread tour, so I chose the Carl Strauss beer truck.
Fair.
You're the
Actually,
worst.
I'm gonna go with that too.
You're my worst nightmare. So I actually.
I'm your nightmare before Christmas.
Yes, I disagree. So I've done the bakery tour, and Walt Disney Imagineering. I haven't. It was a while since I've been in there. So I went there in January of last year, and I think Becca and I spent 30 to 40 minutes in there just looking at the model they had at Pixar Pier, and it was amazing. So I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to say the best is the Blue Sky Cellar, and the worst is the bakery tour.
Okay.
That's just me.
Are we
All right,
doing?
next one?
Are we?
Go ahead.
Are we doing best and worst?
Yes, that's literally what it's called. Best and worst.
No, but everyone just did their best.
Well, because
And-
there was
but
only
there were
two.
two.
I mean, there's like,
So what's the worst? It's like if you have 2 kids and you name one the best kid, the other one's the worst one.
For me, it's the Carl Strauss beer truck because the beer's
Oh,
never very
right.
good.
It's not an attraction.
Look, you know what? I just wanted to get the joke out. It's fine.
Boy.
And it's
Okay.
it is an attraction. As much as the bread factory is an attraction.
Hey, you're not wrong, because I've been to that beer truck way more than I've been to either of the other two.
Exactly my point. Thank you,
okay,
Terrence.
I'll admit, I've only walked in to grab the bread and then I walked out.
You can do that?
Isn't that legally stealing?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it's like when you're walking to the pier, it's like, well, let's just stop and get some bread on the way to the pier. And
Wow.
so you just kind of
Didn't even know that was an
dip after
option.
that.
I mean, the cast members, what are they going to do? Force you to go on the tour?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would. That's for sure.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's why you don't work there.
That's the only reason. All right, Terrence.
All right, number 2, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. In that land, there are 2 attractions. Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, or Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Do we even need to go around and ask which one's the worst one?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the worst
All
one
right.
for sure was Smuggler's Run. For me, the best attraction there was not awarded. What was a category that was not awarded, like they do at the beer awards, at the homebrewing awards or whatever. Gold medal in IPA was not awarded, and everyone goes boo.
Someone
Actually,
mute him.
I just go boo.
Is that because you haven't been on it?
Well, I haven't been on the rides, obviously, and then Smuggler's Run was my worst. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you didn't.
Look,
award
I'm
it.
not going to be forced into saying Smuggler's Run's the best ride in Star Wars Land. Sorry, not going to happen.
Okay, but I've been on Rise of the Resistance, and it's like the best ride in the entire like parks, like both parks, hands
Wow.
down. I'm like, it's
Really?
so good, and I don't even care about Star Wars, and I love that ride so much.
Ooh, bold
All right.
move to say that.
I
Yeah.
know. You better watch out. All right. Number 3, the Paradise Gardens Park. In this area, you have the Golden Zephyr, Goofy Sky School, the Jumpin' Jellyfish, the Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventure, Silly Symphony Swings, and World of Color.
Mm-hmm.
Beverly, in your opinion, in that area, what is the best and what is the worst?
And you're
The Little Mermaid, in my opinion, The Little Mermaid is the best.
Okay.
Also, in my opinion, the Golden Zephyr is hot, buttered trash.
It never works. It's never running.
It never, yeah.
And when it does, it's like a 70-second ride. Like
Yeah.
you go around twice and they're like, the ride is over.
Which ride breaks more, the Golden Zephyr or Indiana Jones?
Oh.
Well, the Golden Zephyr
Yes.
doesn't break. No, it doesn't break. It's just they are so sensitive to wind. So anytime there's any type of wind, they have to
Oh.
close.
Uh,
they don't-
What a
You're
good
hooked
idea
on
for
the
a ride.
cables.
All
Okay.
right. Brittany.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Bev. I was going between The Little Mermaid and Goofy Sky School because Goofy Sky School is just fun. It hurts your back,
Same.
but it's fun. But
It's like the best kind of terrifying.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the real kind of terrifying.
I like the last dip on that coaster is actually quite terrifying.
Yeah,
and
it
it
is.
always cracks my back. But Little Mermaid, it's a nice calm ride and it has AC. So oof.
All right, Maddie.
I
Madeline.
You're fine. I said Beth. I said Beth is Goofy Sky School because of the thrill of it.
Yes.
And then worse is Golden Zephyr because it just is never open.
Okay. Taryn.
I agreed with Beverly and Brittany. I said that the Little Mermaid is everyone loves Little Mermaid. It's the perfect length ride. It's the perfect ride speed, and it has great sing-along music. I give it an A+. Then my worst is Golden Zephyr for sure, because if you happen to catch this ride on a day that it's working, the vehicle is hot because it's metal, and it's just stupid. If you want to fly, go on the swings.
It's so
There you
stupid.
go.
It's so stupid. It's the dumbest ride I've ever been on.
You know, but you do bring up a good point about Mermaid. It is a good ride length. Sometimes rides are too short or too long, I guess. But it is decent. You're like right about when you're like, I'm kind of done. I get it. They're kissing and I get it. Oh, we're done. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And the line is usually never painful.
It's like
Yeah.
it's usually walk on.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or 10 minutes, like if it's real busy.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
My best is Goofy Sky School.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why. Because I looked at it as the best value for the ride wait time. Little Mermaid.
I did that with a lot of mine.
Little Mermaid's fine, but it's like it's impressive from a Imagineering standpoint. But once you see it, you're like, okay. But for a coaster, for a little what do they call wild mouse coasters? It's pretty exciting. And I was trying to think of between all those rides in there, what's the one ride that I like legitimately don't know what's going to happen, even though I can see the track in front of me. Like, am I going to tip over? I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So I thought that was pretty cool. My worst is those friggin' swings, because you talk about a 30-second ride. The swings, you go around once, you're like, oh, we're already diving back. Okay, cool, we're done. It's not worth getting in the swing and strapping on. It's just, don't do it. Not worth it.
Okay, I do have to look. I looked back at my card and I said the swings, and I am terrified of the swings. Like in Vallejo, California, you know how Six Flags has those swings that take you super high up? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm like white knuckled on those things, so I hate the swings.
Leo is sketch anyway. I wouldn't get on that thing.
No, I never ride anything at Marine World.
Yeah, sir, is this bolt optional or what? I found it on the ground. Is it?
Yikes.
Oh man! All right, I kind of agree with you guys. I'm going to go with Goofy #1, and then the jumping jellyfish as the worst one in there.
Oh, that was my
Really?
second choice.
That one
Yeah.
looks like everybody's having so much fun every time I see it.
put my kids on that ride, and they've gotten off and looked at me like, "What in the world? Why did you waste my childhood?"
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I never would have
Is
thought.
it just
How dare you?
Yeah, right.
And for as lame as that ride is, you actually have to be kind of tall to go on it. Like, I don't think Abby, only until very recently, has been tall enough to go on it.
Oh,
And
really?
she was like, I was
thought
like,
it
do you want to go on this? She was like, no, I'm good.
All right, number 4. I split this one up. So the Disney Animation Building, in there you have Animation Academy. You guys have all seen my magnificent artwork from that place. Sorcerer's Workshop and Turtle Talk with Crush. Bev.
Sorry, I was muted because.
Vacuuming.
Yeah.
Vacuuming. Go on.
So I've actually only ever done Turtle Talk with Crush, and it's awesome. So I'm gonna say that's my #1. And because I have no interest in drawing, I'm gonna say that the Animation Academy, and I've seen what that produces, and so I don't have a lot of faith in it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Fair.
Thank you, Jason. I was hoping you would do that.
All right, go ahead, Brittany.
Definitely the best is Animation Academy. You
Oh,
get a free
damn.
You get a free souvenir.
So
It's
good.
great.
That?
It's fun. Yep.
What a cool souvenir.
Is that yours?
No, that's Terrence's.
That
That's
was
what
mine.
that's what Terrence
I
learned.
showed them what I learned like a month after I went. Okay, if I brought mine from there, it was frameable.
Frameable.
Worst? Yeah. The worst is definitely the Sorcerer's Workshop. It's cool, it's fine, but Turtle Talk with Crush never disappoints.
Yeah.
Never disappoints.
Mm.
All right, Maddie.
Animation Academy is the best. There's been one time I spent like 2 hours in there just like going through the lines over and over again. It's so fun. And then I said the worst was Turtle Talk with Crush because I think it'd be more fun if there weren't kids in there because then I could actually talk to Crush.
Hey, Crush.
Wow.
I'm a crush on Crush real fast.
Taryn, go ahead. Redeem us for what Maddie just said.
This one was actually very difficult for me because I do really like Turtle Talk with Crush, but I do, for like a drama kid, I really hate being put on the spot in like a setting like that. And so even though I'm an adult and it probably wouldn't happen, that does make me nervous. So that dropped it to not being mine. My favorite is the Sorcerer's Workshop because if you haven't gone through there, you have to go. It's one of the most detailed places in the entire park. And it's AC'd.
That's true.
So
The
there's
whole
that.
thing in there is
I mean, the
AC,
whole
though.
thing is AC.
Yeah, it's not like Turtle Talk
Whatever.
with Crush is like 100 degrees. It's not tropic in
Whatever.
there.
I'm just saying.
They actually put Turtle Talk with Crush on the top of Guardians of the Galaxy in the sun.
Fine.
They moved it.
Fine. If
They
you need
They
it,
moved it to the sun.
if you
on
need
the sun
another,
now.
oh my god, if you guys need another reason, then it's that you get to make a cartoon. Okay, you get
Cool.
to draw your own cartoon. How cool is that? And
I don't know. Not
animation-
very.
well, neither is the Animation Academy because
Yeah.
that got my worst because it just seems like a waste of your Disney time. You spend a lot of time to be in this place to take a class on how to draw like Terrence. Like, sorry, no.
Put
bro.
2 circles together, then cut them in half, and now you have 4 eyeballs. Like, who
Damn.
cares?
Yeah, sorry.
Y'all wrong, man.
That was a sick burn.
Y'all wrong.
Let's draw like
Jason.
Terrence. The best is Turtle Talk. 100%. You cannot.
Yep.
You can't say anything else. And the worst is the Sorcerer's Workshop because I don't really know what goes on there.
I've never said this before in my life, but I completely agree with Jason.
Thank
And
you very
Sorcerer's
much.
Workshop was cool the first time, but not the second time.
What do you even do in it? I don't know.
You
I will
make
say that the
cartoons.
Beast Library, where you can see which Disney character you're most like, is actually really cool.
Yeah, it's a whole
Um,
sponsored newsroom.
I love it.
But did any of you ever go into Ursula's room? Because they closed it like a long time ago, and I think it was for like, I want to say like costume changing or something like that. But there's another room in the Sorcerer's Workshop, but it's no longer open to the public.
Well, they closed it because that's where the Anna and Elsa meet and greet is now. So entertainment characters, that's where they like go get ready now. Because you used to be able to walk all the way through and then they shut it off, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Got it.
All right, number 5, Grizzly Peak. We have Grizzly River Run, the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, and Soarin' Around the World.
Let me tell you,
We're gonna switch it up.
I
real
didn't
quick.
even know that Grizzly Peak was a land in DCA.
Yeah.
I didn't even
It
know
is.
really
Yeah.
that DCA had lands, this many lands.
Like other than cars.
So there's
Yes.
this thing called Cars Land.
I never
have
heard of
that.
it. No, I never heard of it.
Yeah. Hey, Taryn, you go first.
Okay. So I really, really wanted Grizzly River Run to be my best, but I don't want to walk around the parks in wet pants all day, so I have to pass on that. That's my least favorite.
Just wear
and-
shorts.
Well, I don't want to be wet
Are you-
at
Okay.
all.
It's
Redwood.
painful.
It is. It sucks. Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Say that 5 times fast. That's my favorite. There's tons to do there, and my only issue is that if you only have a couple of days in the park, I also see this as a potential waste of Disney time, because there's just so many other things to do in the park. But if you're there for like a few days and you just kind of need a break from the crowds and from just Disney stuff, it's a really cool place. I really like it.
Maddie, we'll go next.
My best is soaring. California is better than world. And then, least is Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Especially if you go during Halloween time, it's shut down the majority of the day because they have to save it for Oogie Boogie Bash, so you couldn't even enjoy it a couple of months out of the year. So that sucks.
All right, Brittany.
Terrence sounds downtrodden.
I'll go. The best is definitely Soarin'. Agree. California will always be better than world. Although I do get a little emotional when I see the Eiffel Tower for some reason. It's just
even
so
though it
beautiful.
looks like this.
Because it's leaning. It's broken.
When you're in the right spot, like obviously when you're in the middle, it's the best. But like when I saw it for the first time and I was in the middle, I got super emotional. I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. The worst is definitely Grizzly River Run. You always get soaked and it's just not fun. Like you just get dunked on, and it's not like fun as in Splash Mountain. You get a few splashes and you're like, a little slightly inconvenienced. Wait, why are y'all looking at me like that?
Because it's an amazing ride. It's just if you didn't get wet.
Yeah, there's no judgment.
If you sit in the back at Splash, you don't get soaked. But with Grizzly River Run, you get soaked. No matter where you sit. Yeah. So it's not fun. Agree. I hate walking around with wet pants and wet socks. Not cool.
Not cool.
Try a diaper.
All right. Oh my God.
Thank you.
I'm stopping that. Bev.
Thank you. So I'm gonna agree. Soarin' around the world is my number one. California is better. And Grizzly River Run specifically because I don't mind. I'm not gonna go on a water ride if it's cold. So if it's hot, I'll go on a water ride. I don't mind being wet. I'll dry, whatever. I can't stand my feet being wet. So when your sneakers get wet and you end up with blisters because your feet are all soggy all day, it's the worst.
Yeah.
All right, Jason?
Well, my best was Grizzly River Run, personally.
Why am I not surprised?
Because I don't really, it's a water ride, right? So you're going to get wet. And so if you go on the ride, you know that's going to happen, and you're going on the ride because you understand and you acquiesce to the fact that you are going to have two soakers at the end of the day. That's what happens. So if you like that sort of thing, then you're going on Grizzly River. If you don't like it, you're not going on it. I don't really care. I've never had two huge soakers before like that. I've never had my shoes just drenched in water where I'm sloshing around. It's never happened to me. I've got my leg wet, and that's kind of it. For me, the worst is Soarin'.
Yes.
Soarin', it was fine when it was soaring over California or whatever it was.
I'm done.
But the soaring over the world, everything is bent, and I understand if you have to sit in the right spot to have the right setting and whatever, but that shouldn't be then have one seat. Then it's one person.
One person.
You can't be off to the side and go, oh, I could see the animatronics wires. You would never do that. So why is it now with Soarin'? So also it's very overrated. And the line is too long for what you get. It's way too long. The ride is insane. Thank you.
Man.
Namaste.
Jason, I love you.
Thanks,
all right.
man.
My best, my best is actually Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. There really is a lot. Maddie, don't make that face at me. There's a lot to do in there. And it was it's so fun with the kids just running through there and doing all that stuff. The worst is Soarin'. And it's because what everyone said, because it was better as Soarin' over California. And at Soarin' Around the World, when I watch it at Soarin' Around the World, I cannot get past the fact that everything is bent. It annoys me.
Yeah, we sound like flat earthers right now.
Right?
But if it was California, would it be the best?
If it was California, it would be my favorite one.
Then let's play that game that you played with the seller.
Ooh.
You said the cellar would close, so.
And I thought it was back to California anyway.
It's not. If it was called Soarin' Over California and closed, it would be the best one. If it's Soarin' Around the World, it's not.
They don't even say Soaring Around the World anymore. They just say Soaring. All their signage just says Soaring.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we know what it's throwing around. All right, number 6, Cars Land.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Jason
Get
said
ready, Brett.
Raiders. I'm going to lose it. I'm literally going to lose it.
In Cars Land, we have Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, and Radiator Springs Racers, also known as Ridgeway Racers. Jason, I'm going to have you go first.
Don't you dare say it. I swear.
Well, the best clearly is Ridgeway Racers. Like there's hands down, it's the best ride. It's you get a sense of speed because it obviously it goes fast, but like the indoor transitions and the outdoor transitions, those are all done really, really well. You feel like it's worth the wait.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not a whole lot of rides in the Disney parks that you feel that sort of sense of like, okay, I understand. Like the Everest ride that we did in Disney World, that felt worth it to
Totally.
me. Or the Aerosmith ride, that felt worth the wait. It was really cool. And this is sort of on par with that. The worst, I'm going to say, I apologize, Brittany, but I think it's Luigi's.
Yes.
Wow, I'm surprised.
And trust me, I had
Yes.
Mater's at first, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this just to spite Brittany's be hilarious. And then I thought about it, and I was like, no, Luigi's is actually terrifyingly bad. The last time I
Yes.
went on Mater's, it was like, once you just kind of tune out the herpa-derpa music, it's a better ride. Even with the song, Luigi's is worse because it's just flaccid. It's just not cool. I don't like it.
What an interesting choice of words.
I love that adjective for it.
It was
Thanks, man.
pretty good and accurate.
Sometimes my brain is broken. I apologize. So that's me.
All right. Well, then let's piggyback on the flaccid. Taryn, what do you think is the best and worst?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, obviously,
Okay.
Ridgeway Racers is the best. I mean, if anybody,
Yes.
the only person who may not choose that is Brittany, but it's definitely the best one for all the reasons Jason already said. Now,
That's right.
I know Brittany and I have been friends. I feel like that may end
Aaron?
right now
Don't say it.
because I think the worst one is Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. And here's
You were
why.
lying to my face.
No.
You went on it.
Here's why. Here's why, okay? They're both terrible, okay? Luigi's Rockin' Roadsters and Mater's thing are horrible rides. So it came down to the music for me. And at least when you're on Luigi's, it's good music. And that's why Luigi's is better.
Good music. You say that's good music.
In Luigi's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun.
Okay. Now Brittany's closing her laptop.
Brittany's leaving.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry,
Brittany, why don't
Brittany.
you go?
All right. Agree with Jason. Ridgeway Racers is the best. It really is. It's just so immersive.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. People trample over each other to get to it every single morning. It's terrifying. Whatever. The worst is definitely Luigi's. It's hardly ever open. You can't go on it in the rain. Mater's, you can. I've been there. People are insane. Your back doesn't die when you get on Mater's. You know what to expect. Luigi's just jerks you around. Sure, the music is better at Luigi's, but Halloween time is really cute at Mater's. So
That is
I'm
true.
on that.
I will say that. But
All right, Maddie, go
Halloween in
ahead.
Cars Land is pretty cute just in general.
Yes.
Very true.
All right, Maddie.
The best is Radiator Springs Racers.
Wow.
No,
Hey, guys, let's play a game. Who's employed at Disney? Oh, wait.
I know, right?
And the worst is Luigi's. I don't ever think about even going on that ride. To me, it's not. It doesn't count.
Was that Sam?
Wow.
Oh, it was,
No, my kid just scared Becca. My kid
Okay.
just scared Becca. All right,
Which-
Bev, go ahead.
Well, which is sad because, like you said, Maddie, no one ever thinks about going on there. Is the queue for that is still great. It's one of the greater queues it's a better queue than Ridgeway Racers for sure. It's a better queue. It's probably the best queue in Cars Land.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because all the posters and you get a real sense of like a place.
Oh, Brittany left.
Bye.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
sorry.
mad right now.
Go ahead, Bev.
So I'm going to agree with everybody. Radiator Springs is the best, but I actually was a bit torn between Radiator Springs and I really like Mater. It's
Oh,
I ride
hell yeah, Bev.
like every time we go there, we ride it. I enjoy the ride. To be honest, Larry the Cable Guy singing doesn't bother me that much.
Well, you live with Sam. That's
here.
why.
I live with Sam.
Yeah.
It's a thing. But also so I think something that's sort of telling is that once you get on that ride, I don't really pay attention to the music, but when you're on Luigi, that's all you hear because the ride sucks so swear word bad
Yeah.
that it's all you can focus on. So,
Truth.
Well, I mean, the ride is also synchronized with the music, so you kind of have to listen to it.
oh, it's so bad. But anyway, that's my
Okay.
answer.
All right. So, yeah, obviously, Radiator Springs Racer is the best one. The worst one is Luigi's. Luigi's is probably one of the only rides I've ever been on and not smiled at any point. And actually been actively upset about the fact that I was on the ride.
See,
Did you ever
I don't
ride
feel that way.
Did you ever ride the tire thing that was there before it? Because it was
No, because it was always broken. Always broken. All right, number 7. Sorry, we got to speed up. We have a bunch to go. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, we will. Hollywoodland. Hollywoodland is Disney Junior Dance Party, Frozen live at the Hyperion Theater, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, Monsters Inc., Red Car Trolley, and Sunset Showcase featuring Mickey's. Gosh, I am blind. PhilharMagic. Yeah, I know. Beverly.
Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully is the best.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Guardians of the Galaxy didn't need to be a thing. The ride was fine
I
before they
agree.
ruined it.
Untrue.
Thank you.
And I would say the worst is the red car trolley because it's a
Yes.
red car trolley.
All right, Britt.
Ow. Did anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I really heard that. What
Who'd
is
that
that?
be?
I think my boyfriend
alarm's
set
going
off
off.
the smoke detector. He's so sorry.
He set the smoke detector off. He's too hot.
Yeah, I think he's trying to cook.
He's too smoking.
Maybe he shouldn't. Brittany.
Okay, the best is Guardians of the Galaxy. Although I love Tower, Guardians is super fun. I wish that the ride system was paired with Tower of Terror, but I will take Guardians. I love that movie, or I guess the franchise. The worst, I initially put the Disney Junior Dance Party, but I don't think that's fair because I feel like if I were a kid, I would really enjoy that. So I put Frozen. I loved Aladdin so much, and I've seen Frozen, and it's just, you don't need to see it. It's too much. It's not that good. And it's not to shade the production or the actors. It's the story.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story's kind of bad.
Maddie, go ahead.
As much as I hate Guardians of the Galaxy, I want Tower of Terror back. I would say Guardians of the Galaxy is the best. But it should still be Tower of Terror. Worst is Disney Junior Dance Party. I don't think I've ever even been inside of that building. So.
All right, Karen.
Definitely Guardians of the Galaxy. Look, I loved the theming of Tower of Terror, but legitimately Guardians of the Galaxy is just a better ride. I know it's the same ride system, but like it actually feels more like a ride with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's great. I love it. It's literally the only reason I go to Hollywoodland.
I mean, they changed the functionality, or I guess what am I trying to say? The how often it moves and the fluidity, I suppose. So it is the ride system, but how it moves is different, right?
Yeah, I think
Than Tower of Terror, yeah.
I think it's a really good ride. I do miss Tower of Terror as well, but it's definitely the best one there. And I also put Disney Junior Dance Party because I haven't been there, but I really hope I never have to.
We will.
Well, I've seen videos from my cousin going there, and I was like, oh, Alice doesn't ever have to know that exists unless we go with them.
Abby's never gone.
Yeah.
And we're past that point, thank God.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
The best is Monsters, Inc. That's just it.
Of course, you were going to say that.
Of course I was going to say that. Here's something I just learned. I've seen that movie, I don't know how many times. I've been on that ride way more times than I've ever seen that movie. The M and then the I in the logo is because it's I, as in the letter I from Monsters, Inc. Monsters Incorporated is the building they work in. And so the
didn't know
logo for
that.
the building is the I is an M, and then an eyeball for MI for Monsters Inc. I just learned that today, and I was like,
Oh.
wow, man, I really love Imagineering. I think I would be really cool at it.
That's what you got out of it?
Yeah. So that would be the best. The worst would be Guardians of the Galaxy, only because I've never been on it. I'm too chicken to go on that ride. I'm too scared. I don't like the drops. I don't want to do it. I'm too scared. I need my mommy.
You would like it so much better.
Probably, but in my opinion, it's got to be the worst. If I would never go on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Best Guardians, worst, Frozen. My favorite part of Frozen was the beer I bought in the lobby. Like, it was just not good.
They sell beer in the lobby of that place?
Yeah. they
Damn,
have
bro.
beer
That's
and
cool.
snacks.
I feel like you have
Yeah.
to. Yeah, that's cool.
And also, when I was there, the Elsa was an understudy. She messed up a wardrobe change and was
Oh,
flat
geez.
the entire time. Like, it just wasn't cool.
It was like me singing,
Wasn't cool,
"Let it go,
Oh God.
basically.
let it
All
go."
right, number 8. We're halfway there, guys. We're halfway there. Number
Right.
8, Pixar Pier. Games of the Pixar Pier, Incredicoaster, Inside Out, Emotional Whirlwind, Jesse's Critter Carousel, the Pixar Pal Around, basically swinging and non-swinging, so Mickey's Wheel of Death, and Toy Story Midway Mania. Maddie, let's start with you.
The best is the Incredicoaster, hands down. Worst is Games of Pixar Pier because I have to pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brittany.
Exactly what Maddie said. I was going between the Pixar Pal Around because I absolutely hate the swinging gondolas, like with a passion. It's too much for me. But I do hate paying for things that I like. It's just unnecessary. I'm already poor going to Disneyland. I don't need to pay anymore.
Truth.
So yeah, totally agree.
Okay. All right, Taryn.
Toy Story Midway Mania is my best. It's such an inventive ride. You have a challenge. It's a competitive. It's exciting. I love it. I wish I didn't have to wait so long in line, but I do absolutely love that ride. The worst is definitely the Games of Pixar Pier. Like, if you want a souvenir, go buy one. Don't spend your money to try and win like a worse version of the thing that you want to buy. It's stupid. And did you go to the county fair or did you go to Disneyland? Like, come on.
There you go. Bev.
Best is Toy Story for all the same reasons that Taryn just said. Worst is Jesse's Critter Carousel because it's a merry-go-round.
It's actually really cute. I loved it.
But it's free.
It's a merry-go-round.
Imagine making that point in a Disneyland resort, but the ride is free, so that's why it's good. It's funny that we have to make that, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that has to be a thing now. Like, it should be obvious, but
Right.
it's not.
You'd be surprised how many guests think they have to pay for rides. There's been so many times when people have come up to me while I was still at Indy where people are like, how much is it to get on this ride? I'm like, you paid to get in. You can just get in
Wow.
line. And they don't understand that. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the first time out of the cult house in northern Montana, and so
We just came from underground.
yeah, this is my Rumspringa. I need to know, like, I need to.
All right, Jason.
Oh, no.
What? How do you know what I'm going to say?
No, that was in regards to your Rumspringa
Oh,
comment.
all right. Thanks,
Yeah.
man. The best is Toy Story. It's fun. I still got to do a show on how to activate the Easter eggs in every scene. Like, if you start doing that, if you have a goal in mind to do that, it's a lot of fun. The worst. I'm just going to leave you with this. This is the quote, okay, to illuminate the worst decision. A word may be said in regard to the concept and conduct of Disneyland's operational tone. Although various sections will have the fun and flavor of a carnival or amusement park, there will be none of the pitches, game wheels, sharp practices, and devices designed to milk the visitor's pocketbook. The games are the worst.
Thank you.
Why are you? How are you going to make? You're going to come to me asking for more money to have
Right.
fun?
Yep.
Get out of here with that.
I agree. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm going with Toy Story Midway Mania as the best, and then the Games of Pixar as the worst. My kids wanted to play. They won a basketball on one of the games. We were walking to the house that we rented. We walked through California, the Grand Californian. We were trying to walk out of the Grand Californian into downtown Disney, and they stopped us because balls are not allowed in downtown Disney. Which my question
not-
was, we just won this in your park, and we can't take it into downtown Disney to go home. It's the whole thing. So we'll never be playing those games again.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the weirdest rule. Like, they sell balls and you can win balls in the park, but you can't carry them around anywhere, even if you say you bought it or won it. It's the weirdest thing.
That is weird.
It's so stupid. All right,
I would be livid.
Oh my god. I would be definitely pulling up my best Karen. Like, let me talk to your manager
100%.
right now. Let me talk to your manager. This is
I
ridiculous.
can't pull a Karen.
No. No.
Wow.
All right, number 9, Critter Country. Davy Crockett's Explorer Canoes, The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, or Splash Mountain Terran.
Well,
I thought you were going to say Terrence.
I think the best is
Yeah.
Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes. It's a totally different type of ride. It's a
Wait, this is your best?
This is my best. Yes. You get the best view of the park. It's so cool. You get to be on the it's like you're at camp. I love it. The
Wow.
worst is Splash Mountain. Okay? Cuz again, you have to walk around with wet pants and I'm not doing that. I actually did it once. I went on it.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I got so soaking wet, it literally ruined the rest of my day. I hate that ride.
Literally.
Go
Well,
away.
You let
Bye.
it ruin the rest of
No,
Literally.
it ruined it.
That's when you go buy a $4 pair of sweatpants.
I'm a girl. I can't do that. You can't just go buy pants for the day. Like, that's
Why
not
not?
how that works.
Why not?
Also, you still have like soaking underpants too. Like,
Yeah, it's awful. Everything is bad. And then
Go commando then.
you're
You're in sweatpants.
no,
Who cares?
oh my
are-
god.
first
This
of
is
all,
not the
chances
secret
are
show.
That's why I didn't say the FB word. Yeah.
chances are you are wearing shorts maybe, but like then you have chafing because you have wet shorts. Like there's nothing good that can come from it.
Ah.
Worst ride
Ah.
in the park.
Beverly.
Ah.
Beverly.
So mine is actually exactly the opposite of Taryn's. And in fact, in the worst column, I put 2 checks next to Davy Crockett Canoes just to emphasize how much I hate that.
You did that with us, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
4
we made you do
trillion
that.
degrees, and I hate you so much.
Wow.
I'm trying to not be such a fatty. Like, I'm trying to exercise and like do my thing. I still 100% would not get on those canoes. I don't care what shape I'm in. Terrible. I'd rather pay for things.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And the best I think is Splash Mountain if you sit in the back, not the front.
Sarah in the chat says, Taryn, our 7-year-old, just heard you and said, how dare she?
Sorry.
Nice. I hope her parents are mad too. Maddie, how about you?
As much as I hate water rides, Splash is the best. And the worst is the canoes because I don't want to work for my fun experience.
Oh my gosh, it's fun.
All right, Brittany.
Yeah, for the exact same reasons. I didn't come to Disneyland to have an arm workout.
I did,
And
I mean-
exactly what Bev said. Splash is fun when you're in the back because you don't get wet. And also, if you are going to go on a water ride, I always bring flip-flops. I always make sure I wear leggings or something that's really easy to dry. But yeah.
First of all,
Okay.
I've sat in the back of Splash. I've gotten wet. Thank
Yeah,
you
you
very
guys are like
Well, that's
that's
because
just not
you're
true.
heavy.
much. Oh,
Wow.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jason.
wow.
You're a tall, big man.
I'm
Of course
heavy.
you're gonna get.
Heavy.
Robust.
Yeah.
Strong.
Lots of-
Sorry,
lots
you
of
are
love
a
for us,
strong, tall man.
Thick. With 2
Very
C's.
masculine.
Hell
Yeah.
with it. All right, Jason, go ahead.
The best is the canoes because,
Oh, bleh.
again, like I said on the other couple shows when we talked about this, it's the coolest ride experience.
Mhm.
You do have to you get a lot of fun, but you don't have to actually work that hard. It looks like you do, but it's sort of like maybe this is too soon. It's sort of like herd immunity, where if everybody works half-assed, you get there eventually. Okay.
And it's kind of fun.
Wow.
It doesn't feel like a lot of work.
But unlike herd immunity, the canoes actually work.
This works.
The worst is probably Brittany. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
Splash Mountain.
Yes. We agreed.
You're out of your mind.
We agreed, yeah. Splash Mountain, because it's like, I thought back to the numerous times I've ridden this ride. Number one, the line is too long for the payoff. The drop is cool, and that's fine, but whatever. The rest of the time, you're sitting there getting jostled around as the little flume ride knocks you about. And then I spend the whole time going, I just want to get to the drop. Like, you go through the whole thing and you see all the animals and they're singing on the paddle boat and all that kind of stuff. And you're like, I don't know what's happening. I really don't care. I just want to get to the drop so I can get out and go back to Haunted Mansion. So you look at one of those rides where it's like, are you focused on the ride and the experience that it's in, or the payoff, and you have to like sit and slog through this boring ass part to get to the part that you really want to do?
Well, and what's funny about that take is that I'm actually the reason I hate that ride also is because you're going around. I can't even enjoy the dancing animals or anything because I'm so terrified for that stupid drop. That's all I'm thinking about.
So
Do you think this
picture
will
I
change?
photoshopped-
Oh, go, Maddie.
The picture I photoshopped of Jason on Casey Jr., he was on Splash Mountain in this picture. It looks like he's having fun.
Look, I'm tall. I got a wingspan.
You look like you're having fun.
But question
apparently
for
I'm
Jason and
fat.
Taryn.
I'm heavy.
Do you think that your opinion will change once it becomes Princess and the Frog themed?
No.
Maybe. I don't know. I would love
Terrence,
to
get out of here.
I would love to see it. I mean, because it's gonna look good. But I like the canoes, man. I don't know. There's something like old school about it. Where like, I want to start my car by cranking it up on the front or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't
so-
like the ride function.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, the canoes actually look like they're fun. I'm just not interested in doing them. And so I completely remove them because I probably will never do them. So if I'm looking at what I will do, obviously Splash is the best one in that area right now. And Winnie the Pooh, it's not a great ride. It's one of those rides where I'm like, I guess I have to do this because I have the kids right now while Becca's riding something cool, and I've never been excited about going on that ride. So
That's fair.
Number 10, Toontown, Mickey's Toontown.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
we have
excited
Goofy-
for this one.
We have Goofy's Playhouse, Donald's Boat, Gadget's Go Coaster, Chippendale's Treehouse, Mickey's House and Meet Mickey, Minnie's House, and Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. Jason, why don't you go first this time?
The best is Roger Rabbit, baby. It's a cool theme. It's a cool line. I like it a lot. The worst is Donald's Boat. As much as Alice likes Donald's Boat, there's nothing really to do in Donald's Boat. There's nothing. You can get pink eye from like the telescope thing, and that's kind of it. There's nothing going on, so it's a little bit boring. That's my my opinion.
All right, Taryn?
I love Goofy's Playhouse. I never thought I would say that, but it's a great little spot to let the kids run out some energy if they've been in the stroller too long or whatever. So that's my best. My absolute worst ever is Chippendale's Treehouse. It's literally nothing. You walk up a set of stairs, and then you walk down a set of stairs, and there's nothing to look at.
I think it was
There's
closed,
no,
right? It wasn't
no,
closed?
No.
It felt like it was closed.
So I thought so too. And
Yeah.
so I watched a video on YouTube, a tour of it, and I was like, oh, that really is all it is. And I was like, this is stupid. Why was it even built? Anyway,
Yeah.
done.
All right. That's pretty good, actually. Maddie.
My best is Gadget's Go Coaster, because to me it's the equivalent of Goofy's Sky School. It's actually kind of scary. And the worst is Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, because the queue is so claustrophobic and terrifying, and the ride itself makes me want to throw up.
I hear you
But
on the
you have
ride.
to spin.
Yeah.
Even then, it makes me want to throw up. There's so much like blue light like going on.
There's a lot going on.
I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
okay.
I'll give you that. Okay.
All right, Britt.
The best, I love Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. Although I was debating between Gadget's Go Coaster because I love it for the same reasons Maddie does. The worst is any of the houses. The fact that kids are just running around, licking their hands, licking everything, putting their hand, just the thought of that is disgusting. And I get like these houses were like a lot more interactive back in their heyday. They were meant to be like, like a bouncy house or whatever, but no, disgusting. Gross.
I like that you think kids just lick things.
They do.
They
though.
do.
They
Oh,
do.
No,
Really?
Taryn.
They do.
Gross.
I wish you could unlock my memories to see how many kids I saw licking railings.
Ew, what the?
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Beverly.
Yikes.
What's it called? Sorry, I clicked off of it. Roger Rabbit is the best, and I didn't choose a worst because the worst is the rest of Toontown.
Fair enough.
Literally what I put. Literally what I put. Roger Rabbit, blow up the rest.
All right. That's
All right,
fair.
number 11, Main Street, USA, the Disneyland Railroad, great moments with Mr. Lincoln, the Disney Gallery, Main Street Vehicles, and Main Street Cinema. Brittany, go first.
Oh, dang. I actually didn't fill this one out. I forgot.
Ugh.
Wow.
Oops. The best I would say is probably Disneyland Railroad. So classic. It's the great entrance to the park. The worst, I'm debating between Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and Main Street Cinema, because with Great Moments with Lincoln, it's great. You get to sit down in the AC and actually just enjoy a piece of Disney history. Main Street Cinema, I mean, you can sit down. It's not comfortable, but there is AC and it's kind of fun to look at the shorts. Talking it out loud, I'm going to say Main Street Cinema is the worst.
Okay.
Bev?
Main Street Cinema is where they show Toll Booth Willie. Is that wait. Wait,
Crying.
as I said that, I was like, this is wrong. Sam never called it the right thing, and now I don't really know what it's called.
The story of the New Jersey
Oh my
Turnpike.
god.
Toll Booth Willie.
We need a shirt that says Toll Booth Willie.
If someone listening, please
Steamboat.
please design a Toll Booth
Oh,
Willie
God.
shirt for us.
Like the Adam Sandler bit, Toll Booth Willie.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Oh.
Okay, that's 100% Ridgeway Racers in my house. Sam always calls it the wrong thing, and I honestly thought that's what it was.
Oh.
Anyway, can somebody answer my question? That's what that is, right?
Yes.
Steamboat
Yes.
Willie.
Steamboat Willie.
Correct.
Until I got there. And then I was like, Toll Booth, that's wrong. Shoot. Okay, thanks. Sorry, and you're welcome.
Oh.
The best is obviously the Disneyland Railroad, which will come up again later.
No. This is the only Disneyland Railroad we're counting. Sorry, I meant to take the other one out.
Oh, okay. Well, crap.
How that
And
changes things.
then
No, you'll figure it out.
the Main Street vehicles.
Are the worst?
I don't need to get in a
Oh,
vehicle.
Wait, what?
Yes.
It's practical.
Both
To
of you are
walk
cancer.
down
Are you
a
kidding
road?
me?
It's
Are
dumb.
you kidding me?
Are you
I
talking
will
to me or them?
I will go next. Beverly is right.
Hallelujah.
Absolutely right.
Probably not about the toll booth thing, though.
No.
No, not about
Toll
Toll
Booth
Booth.
Willie.
Never about that. But so the Disneyland Railroad is iconic. It's amazing. It's a great trip around the entire park. The Main Street vehicles, number one, get in your way. Super rude when they're honking at you.
Stop.
And
You get in the
honestly,
way.
have you ever ridden them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
They're
how many
great.
times? More than once?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna wait in line to walk to
There's
take a
no line.
100-yard
I've never waited
trip?
in line.
It's not the destination, Terrence. It's the journey.
Disneyland.
To get
So-
on there.
Someone needs to learn how to live, laugh, love just a little bit more in this conversation, Terrence.
Shut up, Karen.
Jason, you go next.
Yeah, I agree with Bev. No, I'm kidding. The best is the Disney Railroad. Of course, everybody who listens to the show knows I love that friggin' train. If I could marry it, I would do that. All of them. I would be in a polyamorous relationship with all the trains in Disneyland. I love them so much. The worst is Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Ooh.
It's boring. It's pomp
Oh.
and circumstance, especially. I don't know. It's all like, it's the. Where am I going to go with this? It's it's too full of itself. Like for patriotism, I understand being patriotic. I get it, but it's like so over the top and aggressively patriotic. It's very 70s, and I don't like it. It rubs me the wrong way, and it's boring as the S word. It's just so boring. It's boring. Now, if Lincoln did a song,
Brother song is super weird.
The brother song.
Yeah, where they talk. There's a song in there where they talk about two brothers and one came home and the other didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably asleep by that point.
Yeah, it's like, who cares?
It's before you even see Lincoln.
Who cares? Who cares about any of it? It's so boring. So it's
But
the
it's
worst.
history.
It could go.
It's Walt Disney's.
You're right. It's history, but they could cut that show down to like 4 minutes.
He wasn't right about
They could.
everything.
Maybe 10 minutes. But that's like 4-hour show. Anyway, that's what I
It's
Not.
not.
It feels like it.
It does feel like
Yeah.
it.
All right, Karen, go ahead.
Well, okay, everybody knows I love the Disneyland Railroad, and honestly, that probably is my favorite. But I think the best, I'm differentiating here. I think the best attraction on Main Street is the Disney Gallery. It changes all the time. You're always going to see some sort of Disney artifact. The vault always has something very cool inside. You're going to learn a little Disney history. If you're nerds like us, like that kind of stuff is really cool. And then you get to watch, often you get to see them, the artists actually drawing. Bye, Bev. Actually draw.
I'm still here. I just need to move some stuff, and I don't want to have the video on.
Perf.
You actually get to see the artists drawing characters. And as a kid, I used to think they were famous. Like, I thought they were like, I was like, oh my God.
You draw
they're
Mickey
here.
Mouse. Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. The worst is Main Street Cinema. I like the idea of it, but it's just boring. I mean, the AC is cool, but it's another waste of time. Go sit on a bench. It's more exciting.
Wow.
Sorry.
Maddie.
Best is the railroad. I guess worst is the cinema, but Britt and I spend a lot of time in there hiding from the Pixar Play Parade. So, like, it's the
Very
worst,
true.
but it still had a use.
Fair.
Rip Pixar Parade.
All right, number 12. Adventureland.
It's getting
I
tougher.
know, Maddie, I know.
Okay, here we go.
have,
Everyone piss Maddie off today.
Right? So we have the Tiki Room, we have Jungle Cruise, we have Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Forbidden Eye, and Tarzan's Treehouse. Maddie, I'm going to let you go first because we already know yours.
Best, hands down, Indiana Jones. I would say it's the best ride in the park, except Rise of the Resistance beats it.
Get out
Worst
of
is Tarzan's Treehouse because, again, I have to work for it. It's a leg workout, and there's kids everywhere. So,
All right. Britt?
Absolutely true. Completely agree with Maddie. I didn't come to Disneyland to walk a bunch of stairs and see a bunch of tattered, they're not animatronics, they're just like figures. And then you got to walk down the stairs and it's awful. Kids, gross.
God,
Sorry.
it's like they're the people from Wall-E where they're just floating on the bikes at the end of the thing, like drinking super big gulps. I didn't come to the future to walk, kid.
Right? Oh, man. Karen?
I have to agree though. I mean, it's
yeah.
yeah, it's not horrible, but it's like I just don't care. Tarzan is one of my favorite Disney movies, and like it's done.
Really?
It is. I really love that movie, but like
Woof.
it's over. It's done. Who cares about it anymore? Like that's so like early 2000s. Like just rebrand it or do something different. Anyway, that's obviously my worst. Indiana Jones is the best. It's obviously just the best. It has the best queue of all of the rides, I think. And that rock scene when all the lights are working, man, that end with the ball, like the boulder, nothing beats it. I love it.
All right, Jason.
Man, I don't even know anymore. The best is Indy, of course, because everyone already said it. The worst is Tarzan's Treehouse, because everyone already said it. I mean, I'm not afraid of a workout. I'm not scared of working my muscles, like some people in this chat are. Apparently, I'm too heavy to be scared for that. But it is just kind of like it's too cramped, and I understand. Apparently, people like me were smaller back when that was built. Because I'm too heavy for Tarzan's Treehouse. But it is like, I got to turn. You got to kind of like pivot through some stuff, and then at the end you're like, oh, I can spin this wheel or pull a rope, and then here's some broken crockery, and then here's the Jabba the Hutt carved in this side. Like, who cares? Who cares? It's Tarzan Treehouse. Yeah. Stupid. Put it back to Swiss Family Robinson. Let's teach kids about literature. Even though I think Tarzan was a book too. It doesn't matter. It's not cool. I'm done.
All right. Beverly?
I 100% agree with everybody else.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I do too.
Is this unanimous?
Wow.
Is this unanimous?
Tarzan's trash.
It happened.
The movie or the attraction?
Yes.
Oh no.
Apparently it's one of Taryn's favorite movies.
It is. I really love that movie. And the songs are really good. It's one of my favorites. I love it. Whatever.
All right. Number 13, Frontierland, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, the Mark Twain Riverboat, Frontier Shooting Exposition, Pirate's Lair on Tom Sawyer Island, and the Sailing Ship Columbia. Beverly, you go first this time.
I don't even know where to start here.
At the best.
Come back to me.
All right, Brittany, go ahead.
I have answers, but I just don't know where it is.
Okay. The best is obviously Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Look at the goat. You get like a real big thrill when you're going down. The worst is Frontierland Shooting Exposition, because like I said, I didn't come here to work.
My God.
How does that work?
Too hard to pull my finger like this.
You gotta aim. It's something else you gotta touch.
You have to pay for it.
Well, you're like the laziest like Disney goer.
Yeah. Hey, Brittany, has anyone ever told you that you're entitled?
Don't trigger me.
Okay. You sound like it.
All right. Bev, you ready?
Yeah, sorry. I just had the wrong screen up. Big Thunder Mountain is the best. And I have Pirate's Lair on Tom Sawyer Island as the worst.
No. Oh, it's so fun.
I don't agree.
Have you been in the scary parts of it? Because there's some real, like...
No, because I'm 36. So I'm on a hard path on
it's so creepy in there. It's really fun. If you want to get your fix for, like, Tower of Terror, you go in there.
Oh, boy. All right, Maddie, go ahead.
Best is Thunder, and worst is the Shooting Exposition, because I have to pay for it.
Jeez, you guys. So cheap. Taryn.
Best is Big Thunder, but for a little bit of a different reason, because I think it's actually worth your time and the money you spent to get in Disneyland, because it's a longer ride, and it really feels worth the wait. Excuse me. And then the worst is Tom Sawyer's Island. I mean, it could be better themed. Like, the pirates were cool, like, 10 years ago. Like, who cares anymore? I think it should go back to some sort of version of, like, Fort Wilderness, and then it wouldn't be the worst. But it's the worst.
Okay. Jason?
Well, the best is the shooting gallery. In my opinion. Yes, you have to pay.
Is it because you're good at it?
Oh, I'm excellent at it. I'm a great...
probably.
Yeah, I'm the best at it ever. No, I don't know, man. There's something about every time I go in Frontierland in general, I always walk on like the wooden steps, the wooden sidewalk or whatever, because it sounds cool, and there's something tactile about the shooting gallery, and you have the gun in your hand, and you have to like figure out and you plan for your shot and whatever. And there's nothing as engaging like that in Disneyland. There's just not. So I think that's the best. The worst is the Sailing Ship Columbia, because I don't know, man, you're on a ship that's really on a track and there's a cannon that fires, and then here's where all like the really short, tiny people of the 1700s used to sleep, and then that's kind of it. Like, who cares? It's boring.
True.
I kind of agree. So best Big Thunder. Worst Sailing Ship Columbia. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think you need to have the Sailing Ship Columbia and the Mark Twain.
Agreed.
So I think you keep the Mark Twain, get rid of Columbia. All right, we're coming down to the end. We're going to start fighting. You guys ready? Tomorrowland.
Oh boy.
Oh, fighting.
Okay,
Are we really going to start fighting?
Oh, there's going to be.
I hope so.
No, not this one. The next one we'll fight over.
I really hope so.
So Tomorrowland, Astro Orbiter, Autopia, Star Tours, Buzz Lightyear, Space Mountain, Finding Nemo, Submarine Voyage, and the Star Wars Launch Bay Terran. Go first.
Astro Orbiter, just such a bore. Like, bye. it could go, and I would never miss it. Best is Space Mountain because it's hands down my favorite roller coaster of all time. Period.
Okay, Brittany.
The best for me is Space Mountain. I don't know if it's my favorite roller coaster of all time, but it's pretty up there. The worst is definitely Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. Claustrophobic, you smell everyone's farts. It's a long ride, not long lines for no reason, not worth it. Hard pass.
All right, Bev, go ahead.
I 100% agree with Brittany. And I knew you thought I was going to say Autopia was the worst ride. It's a close second. But honestly, for all the same reasons. I mean, Space Mountain is great, but man, the Finding Nemo submarine ride sucks. And even though you're not underwater really, like it's still above water, it's still like you're underwater and it freaks me out and I don't like it. Well, I've ridden it once. I got in there and I was like,
yep,
I can't breathe. This person's very close. And you get to see the ride through this. Tell me how you're going to see through this.
It's true.
And it's not even clean. It's like kind of
It's
dirty.
hella dirty.
Yeah, it is super dirty. All right, Maddie.
Best is Space Mountain, of course. Worst is Nemo. I would pay money to not go on Nemo. That ride.
Indeed.
No,
I'd rather
you
do the
can't pay
canoe.
money. You didn't come here to pay money.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
can't
come
do
here to
that.
pay
I would
money.
pay if someone said, "Pay me $5 or get on Nemo." I'd pay $5.
Dude, same.
Would you pay
All
$6? Would you pay $6? Okay. She said yes.
I'd pay $100.
Really?
Wow.
Well, I can't wait to go back to Disneyland because I'm going to make $100.
Exactly. It's the only ride we're not going on. All right, Jason.
Basically, I agree with Brittany and everybody else. Space Mountain is the best. The ride sucks, but or not the ride. The line sucks, but it's the best. The worst is Finding Nemo. I mean, but here's a question that someone was asking about Soarin' and about Guardians of the Galaxy and whatever else has changed. Would our answers be different if it was still the submarine ride and not Finding Nemo?
That's why I didn't put it on my negative. I mean,
And I don't know that. I think for me, maybe it wouldn't be the worst.
Right.
But the fact that they changed it to Finding Nemo, anyway, that's my pick.
All right, I think the worst one is Astro Orbiter. Hate that ride with a passion.
Stupid.
And the best one, Star Tours.
You guys say Star Tours? Oh my!
I love
And
Star Tours.
the reason why I say that, and it was close. It was between Star Tours and Space Mountain. The reason why I said it's the best is because it's a ride with variables. You know, it's not always the same ride when you go on there. And Space Mountain lost points in my book because of the overlays that they do. So if I'm looking at it for the entire,
I could see that.
No,
They
I mean,
didn't do
they
Ghost
did-
Galaxy and Last Halloween.
So the
Because it
variables,
was Star Wars.
I've literally experienced 0 of them. The last 4 times I've ridden that ride, it's been exactly the same. And it's been over the course of 3 years.
Same.
Yeah, Terrence.
So,
Terrence, boo! And I can't stress this enough. Ooh.
No, I actually agree with him on this one. It was a very close second for
Well,
me.
boo to you too.
all right, you guys ready to fight?
Yeah.
New Orleans Square.
Oh,
This is
Two
awesome.
attractions in New
dear.
Orleans Square.
there's only 2
Pirates.
answers.
Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. Brittany, you go first.
Well, I think you already know. Pirates is the best. Mansion's the worst. I'm sorry. Because
worst.
Mansion, I don't know. It looks a little more like exposed, not as like polished as Pirates is. And I always
up.
see something new with Pirates. The only thing that I see different every single time I ride in Mansion is the graveyard scene. Like I'm like, oh, was that animatronic there or not? But with Pirates, I'm always looking around and I'm always second guessing whether something was there. Always hearing something new.
Just because you have short-term memory doesn't mean that ride is better. Person, woman, TV, plant.
Jason, why don't you go next?
The best is Mansion. That's the best ride in the park. That's just the best. Excuse me, I have the floor, sir. The worst. I hate to even say it. It is Pirates because it's the only other option, but I don't think it's the worst. I think they are equal. But if I had to destroy one to save another, I would destroy Pirates. I would grind it underneath my heel to preserve what I feel is the most pure experience of a Disneyland
Trash.
ride, of a Disney experience, is Mansion. That's the purest form of Disneyland right there, Mansion.
Wow. All right, Maddie.
Best is Pirates, the nostalgia behind Pirates. Like, I just have memories as a kid. Like, my dad loves Pirates, so then, like, the whole family loves going on Pirates. It's just that ride embodies nostalgia.
So you were told that it was good.
No, I just remember, like, feeling excited because that was, like, one of the only rides my parents were excited to go on at
Okay.
Disneyland. And so then you just, from, like, you think of nostalgia in Disneyland, you think of Pirates of the Caribbean. I still love Haunted Mansion, but I would pick Pirates over Mansion.
All right, Taryn.
Oh, this one actually hurt. And then it hurt even more when Jason was like, if I had to destroy one, I'm like, oh, God, I hate this. I chose Pirates. And,
Yes.
What?
and there's only
Oh my gosh.
there's only one reason. And this is the one reason. And I think Jason's going to agree with at least this part of it.
No, I'm looking for something to throw at you.
I
right
know
now.
you are. Stop.
Here's a
My mind is
sum.
blown.
Ow.
My mind is blown right now.
Here's the
That is
only
nice.
reason. The only reason that Pirates beat out Mansion for me is because sometimes Mansion, the ride goes too fast.
Exactly.
But sometimes,
That's actually a good point.
on the other
It
hand,
does go pretty fast.
Pirates goes too slow.
I'd rather a
And-
ride go too
Yeah,
slow
no
than
one
too
ever-
fast.
In Pirates, when you're on the boat next, no.
Yeah,
stop
I'm
it.
fine with that.
Ah,
Sorry. Trust me, I was like, oh, this is going to hurt my marriage right here.
yes.
Ooh.
But I had to be honest with myself.
Here,
Wow.
Taryn, I need you to sign these papers, please. These papers, I need you to sign them.
So I'm gonna agree that Pirates is the best, and Haunted Mansion is.
Stop.
I mean, it just falls into second place, which is unfortunately the worst. But I agree. Yeah, that ride is 1,000 times faster than it used to be. It's almost not enjoyable now because you can't really take in the rooms that you're going through because you're just going so fast because there's such a people flow all the time.
Yeah.
No, I feel like your mic stopped
Wow.
working, Bev.
Probably not.
She's on
'cause
honor mic.
Son of a.
She's just far away from it.
No, it's working. You're just not on it.
Oh, okay. I can fix that.
There we
There
go.
you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah, so Pirates, I've never been to the park and said I have to go on Haunted Mansion first. I always do Pirates first. But I mean, it's hard to, it's best and worst, but it's like
Yeah.
1A and 1B. They're both so great.
It's very hard.
All right, guys, last one, Fantasyland.
There's so many choices.
No, Fantasyland Theater. It's a Small World. Mr. Toad's, Peter Pan's. Wine is always too long. Pinocchio, Pixie Hollow, Snow White Scary Adventures, the Storybook Land Canal Boat, the full name for now on. Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Casey Jr., Alice in Wonderland, the Bobsleds, King Arthur's Carousel, the Mad Tea Party, and the Sleeping Beauty Castle Walkthrough. Taryn, let's start with you.
I'm gonna go with my best ride is Alice in Wonderland, and not because it's my favorite, and not because I love Alice in Wonderland. It's because of the queue, and while the queue is long, it's in the shade, which is nice. The car fits a lot of people, and it's one of the longer dark rides, which I like. So it helps make the line feel worth it.
Okay.
My worst is It's a Small World, because its age is showing. It doesn't measure up to the other attractions at the park, and the outside facade is better than the ride itself.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maddie? That's
My
good.
best
That's
is
good.
my best is Matterhorn. I love that ride. You have to get on the right side of the track, otherwise it's miserable. But right side of the track doesn't hurt as bad. Worst is Pixie Hollow because I hate Tinkerbell so much.
Tinkerbell's the
So-
worst.
She sucks. I watched Peter Pan for the first time ever, maybe like a few months ago, and I hated the entire thing. It was awful.
I feel like they've taken her character, or like, you know, her pluckiness from that movie, and sort of molded it and shaped it into a more like aggressive, like more aggressive behavior, and it's not as like
awful.
playful as it is in the movie. It's I don't know, man. I don't.
I don't know. I
She's
think she's
awful in the
kind of a
movie too.
jerk in the movie, but like I've seen all of the other Tinkerbell movies because I have a small child, and actually I don't think she translates the same at all. She's much more enjoyable and like she seems conniving in like a word that I'm not allowed to say on this show, but she does it doesn't translate that into the newer movies.
Okay.
Or that way into the newer movies.
Interesting.
All right,
But
Brittany.
I also hate her, so agreed.
My best is Matterhorn bobsleds. I don't really care which side I'm on. I like both of them. The worst is Snow White's Scary Adventures, and I think that ride is just terrifying. What are you serious, Taryn?
What?
I'm not saying it's great, but the worst.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of harsh.
Terrifying.
Brittany hates that ride. She absolutely hates it.
I will never go on that ride by myself. It's gross. It's meant to scare you.
It's
Why
gross.
does it exist?
It's a gross ride.
It's ugly. It's
Okay.
completely ugly.
So
Okay.
True. I will wait to see what it looks like in the future.
Okay.
Who's next?
I don't wait until. So I guess the best is the right side of Matterhorn, and the worst is the left side. Is that what you're saying, Maddie?
yeah,
The left is like more rough. The right is
Yeah.
longer and smoother.
yes.
Terrence, you all right?
Yeah, just got a notification. There's an active shooter in our area.
Oh,
Why there was a siren?
Yeah,
Oh dear.
Nice.
awesome.
make
Maybe
sure your
we'll
door.
open that window.
Yeah, make sure your windows are locked, and I want you back here in 30 seconds because you're working.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you all right?
I'm good.
Close
Yeah,
those
I'm good.
curtains.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. Sorry.
That's all right, man. Take your time.
Who hasn't gone? Beverly.
I'll go. So for me, the best is It's a Small World. Sorry.
That's bold.
Like
It-
why
it is.
though?
Okay.
Like why?
For nostalgic reasons, I think it's a long ride. It's air conditioned. The song isn't that bad, and honestly, like it's cute, and there's a lot of history there. I don't mind
a
it.
minute.
But it's cute, and you don't mind it, whatever. But the best?
Yeah,
the
well,
best.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It's personal.
Okay.
and
Go ahead.
It's my personal favorite.
It better be.
And the worst is 100% Casey Jr.'s Train.
Wow, Bev has never been so wrong.
I'll stand by this. That line is atrocious for a train ride. A kid.
It's not a kid
Crappy
ride.
train ride.
It's basically a roller coaster.
It's a kid.
It's hot trash.
I also thought that there were two trains for the longest time, and then I realized and was paying attention. And I was like, "There's only one train."
That's why the line sucks the most.
That's true.
Agreed.
Thank you.
All right, Jason.
Well, I'm going to take what Bev said and totally correct it. The best is Casey Jr.
No, you're wrong.
Yes, no, because it's just like the canal boats or the canoes, right? It's you get a different perspective of the park.
That's true.
The line isn't very cool, but the ride is in itself cool. It's a different.
Yes.
It's different. Okay. The worst is Pixie Hollow. Number one, it's one of the only places, probably the only place in Disneyland that I've never been, and it's for a reason because of what Maddie was saying. Tinkerbell can just go shuffle off somewhere to Buffalo. Like she doesn't need to be around anymore. I don't like her. But the fact that like you're waiting in line to do character meet and greet to me always kind of like bothers me. So that could just go. The whole area could go, and you could put 4 churro carts and a turkey leg cart in there, and I'd be okay with it.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow. So I was going to say that Alice in Wonderland is the best because of the update. All of everything they've done, the projection mapping and everything. And then I started thinking, okay, if I'm talking about updates to animatronics, I have to look at the Matterhorn, and what they've done with the updates are phenomenal. So Matterhorn is my favorite.
Interesting.
The worst one, Pixie Hollow, because it sucks. Like Tinkerbell is a horrible character, and I don't even care enough to walk through Pixie Hollow just to say hi to her. I also want to show you guys something real quick. Eric from the Supreme Resort, he just texted me his rough draft of the Toll Booth Willie graphic. I don't know if they can see it.
Oh my god.
That's good.
$1 billion to cross.
That's
All
good.
right.
Sam will want some sort of commission on that.
Some royalties off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all the lands in the parks. That was a long segment. Sorry,
Best
guys.
and the worst, baby. Oh, we didn't do Buena Vista Street.
Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, I put was
It's nothing.
not awarded for best and worst. So
Yeah.
I mean, they do have the citizens that come out every morning to greet people. Like there's a
I hate them.
policeman and like an old
the lady with the dog
I'm
puppet.
asleep.
I
I'm
mean,
asleep at that point.
can Carthay win the best?
Yeah, that wins.
Yes.
Ooh, it should. Although not
Carthay
for
is the best attraction in the entire park.
not for
Agreed.
$17.50 for the Manhattan anymore.
Well, that's true.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
Let's do. It's running late. I want to do a couple of Disney newses before we go. Brittany, Maddy, do you guys want to stay on? Or are you bounce-a-renoed?
No, I'll stay.
It's not 10 yet.
No, I guess you're right.
March in the past, present, and future with all the news that's fit to cover. It's the Ears Up Disney News.
That still sounds weird.
Sounds a lot better.
Going.
All right, we got a lot of
Jeez.
we got some news going on here, and like that. Some good stuff happening today in the parks. The first story I want to talk about is that apparently there's a survey sent around to some people asking guest opinions of Country Bear Jamboree in Walt Disney World, and this scares me. I don't like this. Lately, Disney has been issuing quite a few surveys to theme park guests and annual pass holders. The most recent one asks for visitors' opinions of the Country Bear Jamboree. Reporter John Franchi shared on Twitter that he received a survey from Walt Disney World asking him a variety of questions about the Country Bear Jamboree attraction. He stated that the questionnaire asked if guests thought the attraction to be boring, exciting, inspirational, or something else. Which it's like, I wouldn't call it boring, but I for sure as heck wouldn't call it inspirational. Who
No.
writes these questions? They're stupid.
Maddie. Just kidding.
I love them.
No.
Oh, yeah, that thing's out the door.
Well, I don't know.
It's gone. I wonder if there was a question like, do you know what it is?
Yeah, well, hopefully with the recent attraction refurbishments like Red the Pirate in Pirates of the Caribbean and the upcoming retheming of Splash Mountain, hopefully maybe they're just going to retheme Country Bears a little bit and not pull it entirely. But I don't like the fact that they're even talking about messing with it. Bothers me.
Is it really that good?
I liked it. I liked it.
I
It's
enjoyed
cute.
it when I was at Disneyland.
I mean, if you like some of these rides that we were talking about today because of nostalgia, you should like Country Bear Jamboree for the same reason.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I want to tell you. What I also want to tell you is that I was right, and I told you guys this story. I told you this would happen, and now it's a thing that's happening at Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World tightens face mask policy after guests took advantage of the loophole. And the loophole is you could have your mask off if you're eating or drinking. And so before Disney World opened, I was reading on the comments. People were literally saying, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk around with a bottle of water and not have my mask on. And I said it on the show, and Disney didn't listen. And then now here's what happened. That just happened. So somehow I was right for reading the comments, apparently.
There you go.
You may remove your face covering while actively eating or drinking, but you should be stationary and maintain appropriate physical distancing, which is how the new revised guidelines read. What's more, an Epcot cast member told some Walt Disney site that guests are now being asked to find a safe spot 6 feet from other guests before removing their masks to eat or drink. Now, of course, the stricter social distancing rules have been met with mixed reactions on Twitter and Instagram. Some critics complain that the safety and sanitary measures taken to prevent the spread of COVID-19 have sapped the joy from visiting the happiest place on earth, they said as they dabbed their tears away from their eyes and their privileged lifestyles. Others argue that this is an example of personal rights being violated.
Oh my gosh.
Dictating to customers that they cannot walk and eat or drink is absurd, wrote one reader. Are we now, get ready for this, Nazi Germany?
Is this the same? Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Is this Auschwitz now?
Literally
Because
the same thing.
You have to wear a mask?
100% same thing.
Have all of our
Holy
freedoms
crap, man.
have all of our freedoms been taken away? No character meetups, no fireworks, no parades. Can't walk and eat and drink, tweeted another, who then asked, what is the point of even going? Which is sort of what I was saying.
Don't go.
I think either on the last show
You don't have to
or on
go.
In Depth. Yeah, it's like this isn't the Disney experience that you want. You're paying full price for a Disney experience
Exactly.
that you're not getting. So
Yeah.
if you're not happy with it, then don't go. You
Right.
do not need to go. Disneyland will be there 6 months, a year, 2 years from now.
Yeah.
You don't need to go right now. If it's going to bother you, then stay home.
Right. It's so stupid.
Stay home. It's not like you don't have a choice. It's not like, well, here's your allotted time to go. Here's your pass now. It's like you have gas rations. Here's your Disneyland ration. If you don't use them in 2 weeks, you can't go anymore because this is Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
Also, I just think it's a logistical and like emotional toll on the cast members to continuously tell these people, please stop walking and just eat and drink your food or whatever.
Number one, what do you mean these people? Number two, no, I completely agree with you. And I actually, and honestly, I feel like it's horrible for cast members to even have to work in this situation. It's not safe. It's not, we know that. Keep it closed, man. Let people be safe and with their family. And when it's safe for people to return to the parks, then that's fine. But it's not time yet.
And that's something we've been saying since day one on this show, is to just let's everybody chill out for a second. It's just Disneyland. It's fine. We understand there's a nostalgia point of view and you want to get back to the place where you walk down Main Street with your parents or whatever. You want to do that with your kids and blah, blah, blah. But there's nothing worth. I read something where it's like there's a 40% chance if you get COVID that you're going to have, irreparable damage to your body, like to your lungs or your heart or just some part of your body that they haven't found yet. It's not just living or dying. So in my opinion, going to Epcot is not worth the potential long-term ramifications of a disease that we don't even fully understand yet. It's stupid. And especially if you go, you're forcing people to work. The government is taking away people's unemployment. They're taking away our stimulus package, or not. It's not even a stimulus package. It's to pay rent and stuff. They're taking it away. They're forcing you to work. They're forcing these people to work. So the more that you go, the more you're forcing people to do the thing that people are afraid to do. Just because you're not afraid doesn't mean
horrible.
Anyway. Along the same lines, Abigail Disney, our favorite activist, still has a major bone to pick with executives at Disney for their sweet compensation packages. And now the activist, Emmy Award-winning filmmaker and granddaughter of Roy Disney is more outraged on their pay in light of the situation with park workers and the COVID-19 pandemic. She says, quote, "So, as I have said before, the communication lines are not warm and open there. I will say that I don't know how a person sleeps at night given what we know to be, and they know perfectly well, to be the condition of their workers and the insecurity they're living in now. 2 of the 3 people I've been talking to in the Anaheim park have asthma, and they seriously don't have any idea how they're going to address this decision, even if they get offered their position back. So I have to say, preserving your bonus, as they did, was unconscionable. There's just no making sense of it as far as I'm concerned. While Disney has no operating role with her grandfather's business, that hasn't stopped the heiress, from taking the company's execs to task for not paying workers more, especially given their outsized pay. Recall it was 1 year ago on July 15th that Disney appeared on on Yahoo News to slam the now former CEO Bob Iger's enormous pay. The decision Disney refers to came down in mid-April with the company's businesses getting drilled by the pandemic. Blah, 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 blah. So, again, we still love Abigail Disney. We still want her to come on the show because I would love to talk to her about this kind of stuff.
Oh,
Because
that'd be amazing.
how do you sort of reconcile that as this is something that your family has built and it's not what you think that the way things should be run right now. And I think it's a very interesting point of view, especially because she's a multi-millionaire, millionairess. I think that's probably it. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, right? I mean, it's we have about 15 minutes before the secret show, and we're gonna, I still gotta make that link and stuff like that.
We're supposed to eat dinner at some point.
Yeah, well, that's probably not gonna happen.
I need to do
Probably
that too.
not.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining in. I really appreciate it. Brittany, Maddy, thanks for coming on and backing me up. It's just how I look at that.
That's not how it went.
Oh.
Not at all.
Not even close.
Oh. I gotta fix this. There we go.
I thought you did that on purpose.
No.
I thought it was like a record scratch there.
No. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Don't forget to ask for the 21st Amendment beers wherever you find good craft beer like DCA. Don't forget to tell your friends and family and everybody else that you've ever met in your entire life about the show. That's how we grow, and I really appreciate it. All right. Until next time, we'll see you in the parks. Whoa, that's loud.
Whoa.
Everything's just so wacky right now.